Good afternoon, coin collectors. It's a warm and sunny Saturday afternoon. I came across two 1 cent pieces in circulation. They have almost been out of circulation for 20 years now. I got them at the bank. They are still legal tender, and I thought I would do a few videos today on them. In front of me I have various coins from a farthing to a 2 half-cent pieces, to 3 1 cent pieces, all different generations of coins, but similar in that they all share this a similar reverse, and that is they all have two sparrows on them. So let's take a closer look. Okay, so the first coin to be struck in South Africa, let me just get into focus here. There we go. The first coin to be struck in South Africa with two sparrows on them was the farthing. It was struck from 1923 up until 1960, and I've given you some background in one of the previous videos as to why a group of women from a concentration camp in the Anglo-Boer War campaigned to have the two sparrows depicted on a farthing in South Africa, if ever a farthing should be struck. And it was these two sparrows that were considered a beacon of hope and faith. So there we have the two sparrows, and here we have the half-cent. So in 1961, when the farthing was discontinued, the half-cent was introduced, and there you can see the same design on the farthing as well as the half-cent. Then with the second decimal series, we had also two sparrows but a different design. There we saw the half-cent and the 1 cent. These were introduced in 1965 for the cent, and 1970, if I'm not mistaken, or 72 for the half-cent. And then we have the little 1 cent piece, the third decimal series, which ran from 1990 to 2001, and they went back to the old design, or the original design of the farthing. Though I'm sure it's a different design. If I look at it now, it looks slightly different. So it's probably a different designer, but basically the same design, or paying homage to this design on the cent. So so while I have these here, and while we're talking about the two sparrows depicted on all these coins, let's just quickly take a look at the New Testament in the Bible, in Matthew chapter 10 verse 29, where it says, "Are not two sparrows sold for a penny? Yet not one of them will fall to the ground apart from the will of your Father. And even the very hairs on your head are all numbered, so don't be afraid. You are worth more than two sparrows." So that was Matthew chapter 10 verse 29, and that's obviously where the idea of, or the thought behind these two sparrows on the farthing as well as the cents and half cents came from. So there we have that short video um, on those two sparrows. Thank you for watching. Give this video a like and subscribe.